Today we're looking at the Festool Carvex PSC 420 EB. It's an 18-volt barrel grip jigsaw that, well, this has more features on it than a Lexus. If you like features and options with your tools, you're going to love this. In the words of Todd Fratzel, I believe he said, the best jigsaw I've ever used, period.
Not only does the Festool Carvex jigsaw impress me, but again, like all of the other Festool tools that you're going to see, it comes with a great sustainer kit that you can transport it in. Got a diagram, shows you how to pack it. I love that feature.
Rob Robillard over at Concord Carpenter also took a look at this. We'll talk to him in a few. But let's go over some of the features of this, not just a jigsaw. The variable speed dial on the jigsaw, very easy to get to and quite responsive. Again, as far as the orbital action goes, you got your basic settings there at the front of the jigsaw, and again, depending upon the material you're working with, you can set that accordingly. The on-off switch is interesting. It's a slide on. You don't have to keep your finger on it. Slides on and the jigsaw remains on. I'm going to tell you about the light in a second because that's a really cool feature on this Carvex. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of barrel grip jigsaws to begin with, but what Festool has done with the overmold and the design on this Carvex PSC 420, I like this. It gave me a lot of control. That's what I've always heard from guys who love barrel grips, is you get more control. Okay, I believe you now. But the thing is, the way that this is molded, it actually fits my forefinger, my thumb quite well. It's easy to maneuver through those curves. Let's take a look at some of the curves we cut, because they have a very nice circle cutting jig that you can get as an accessory for the Carvex as well.
And so I tested it out on some MDO just to play around and see how it works. And all of a sudden my imagination just started running with all the great things I could do with it.
It's essentially a rolled up tape measure inside a contraption that you can lock in a special base plate on the jigsaw, and it will give you a perfect circle each and every time, once you get the hang of it. Now, I will say there's a small learning curve to this, as there is with most Festool tools. I'm not going to say you have to be a rocket scientist, but what I will say is that you need to read the directions on most of Festool's products, because they're highly designed. They're very highly engineered to do a lot of different things. And with that comes a lot of different features that you really have to familiarize yourself with.
My guess is they probably were looking at precision, ergonomics, and dust control for goals, and they pretty much achieved that. The jigsaw itself, the Carvex, exceeds expectations for me as far as durability and quality. Precision, carpenters, all the way down to woodworkers, and just someone who needs to make a money cut. This is going to be the type of saw that is going to save you time on the job site. It's going to reduce mistakes or error cuts.
Now you can see those LED lights on the front of the jigsaw in action, and what they're doing is they're pulsing at the same rhythm, the same frequency as the blade. What this does, it allows your eye to see that blade as essentially standing still, which gives you better control over keeping the blade on your cut line. And again, this is ingenious engineering on the part of Festool. So let's talk about the bases for just a second. The bases are very simple to change out. Literally one lever. Slide a lever forward, take your next base, slide it into position, and slide the lever, locked. I'm done. I'm ready for my next job. It's literally that quick.
Because the Festool Carvex is so accurate and so precise, it really gives contractors that work in mobile, working out on the job site, not here in the shop, the ability to get that bandsaw precision. It really allows them to step up their game when they're working on the job site.
We do a lot of finished carpentry and restoration carpentry, and probably the biggest bang for the buck of using the Carvex was the precise cuts. And what I mean by that is we're not getting blade drift, we're not getting wander, we're getting straight, clean cuts. And that is huge in our field.
Here's my bottom line on the Festool Carvex PSC 420 EB jigsaw. These are made for serious professional woodworkers. They are very meticulously engineered. They can do so many things, I can't even list them. If you want to have options with your tools, if you want to be able to do a number of things and do them all well, this is your jigsaw. If you're just going to, if you just need to cut a hole in the board, buy a $50 cheapie. if you want great results, if you want to, if you're using this especially in your business, and again, if you want options, this is the jigsaw that should be in your toolbox.